Alright, so update. I was supposed to replace the bushings on the rear end. The differential bushings. It was supposed to be a simple swap, but I ended up tearing through this bushing here from launching. These were the bushings that were supposed to go in. Upgraded hardware and all, but that ended up failing. I also replaced the motor mounts with the BMR ones. So I had to order new ones. I bought the aluminum diff bushings for all four. I'm not gonna replace these since these are still good. But yeah, these are not easy whatsoever, as you can see, to get them out. I'm gonna continue today. Hopefully I finish it, put it all back together. I gotta replace these as well. These are pretty tight in there. I'm debating whether I should take them to a shop or not, but we're just gonna keep working on it. These are the ones going in. BK050. The easiest way, so you cut in the center, or you make two relief cuts, whatever, but the easiest way really is to beat the ends in, as you see here. It might be tough, right? It was like this to get on this left side over here, but if you beat it in enough, at least halfway or more than halfway, as much as you can, still make some type of relief cut, right? And then start beating it with a 4-pounder, or I grabbed a impact socket towards the end and I started beating it on the sides, and it popped right out. I also used the WD-40, kind of let it soak in to help it slide out, and it does, but not for the faint-hearted. If you're gonna start this, you wanna finish it, but don't be discouraged. You could do it. Just beat the ends in as much as you can, and then just start pushing it and pounding it out. I'm assuming it's gonna be the same for these sides. It might be a little bit easier since I don't have this. I could have taken it off, but I didn't. But I think it might be easier on these sides. This bushing here was all rubber. It didn't have any relief cuts or voids. So I had to drill so I can get the Sawzall in there. But it definitely is doable. I mean, you gotta drop the whole subframe. I mean, you don't have to drop the subframe, but I did anyways, just because I have a lot going on down there. But definitely easier this way, I guess. Keep cutting. All right, these are for the rear. But yeah, made a relief cut. The issue I was running into is, if you notice how this one looks, I can't hit it from the back side or the inside. So what I'm doing, or what I did to make it easier, is I folded these in as much as I could without it hitting the frame. And I'm beating it inward, and it's so much easier than trying to bring it back this way. But yeah, I'm using a chisel, sledgehammer, and beating the insides in to make it easier. I made 2 cuts bottom and top, and I am now just compressing this inward and beating it inside. It makes it so much easier, and this is the last one. But it's still pretty difficult. It's doable. Let me see if I can show you guys. Sorry, I'm using my phone as a camera, so don't go too crazy on me. Alright, let's see if this works. This is my last one, but I'm beating outside in. I've already folded these in. Now I'm just gonna work the bushing. Kind of open it up so I can start hammering. Keep working around until it loosens up. Try it again. This one's giving me a much harder time. If you can see, it's not easy, but what I'm doing is working it around as such, and then I grab on the inside and I start beating it in. Eventually this is gonna give in and it's gonna start pushing up from this side over here. If you could see, this left side is already popping out, so that's a good sign. Now I just got to work this other side, right side. It'll come right out. Same process. Let me see if I can somehow do this. Maybe I could just pop it out with the sledgehammer. Let's see. Place it right here. I gotta hold this up. There you go. Not easy. Not easy, but it is doable. And I don't really do this shit, so I just gotta finish those bushings there, lower control arm bushings. Wait till these bushings get in here, or get here today. Put them in. I'm gonna sand this, make it smooth. Place the new ones in, how they go, according to BMR. Start putting the rear end back together. I already opened them, but BMR BK050 hardware, bearings, grab a better one. Aluminum. I'm about to install these right now. There's 4 of them. Didn't come with instructions, but you can find it on BMR. These here is the BMR S550. So what these do, the alignment like this. So these are to align the subframe. They go in here. So every time you take off your subframe, this is what BMR is telling me. These are good so they can align the rear. I didn't have them before. I also got some lockouts, some cradle lockouts, and vertical links. But yeah, that's what that's for. So I got that just because I dropped it. But yeah, let's get to it. Start installing these according to BMR. I took this sandpaper. It's a little rough. I had it laying around, so I didn't go buy anything more fine, but feels pretty good. I just scraped these here, the outsides, just kind of get it to where I believe the bushing is going to slide right in. But yeah, I did not sand it. Feels pretty good. So I'm just gonna get the bushings, beat them from outside in. So I fucked up. I know I banged these out from the outside in. Wrong. Don't do that. Now I'm having to correct this. You have to go from the inside out. The flange side on the inside where the cradle will sit. The reason for it is because these can back out if you do it or leave them like this. So what I did is just hammer it out this way. I'm gonna have to do the same with this. Hammer back out, put it back in. It wasn't too hard, so I'm gonna continue to hammer it. Try to stay as flat as you can with the mallet. Just bang it in. Whew. All right, they're in. Don't do what I did and beat it from the outside in. You doing won't work, but there you have it.